And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL Frontline in the trenches. Frontline. I said it all wrong, but I'm running with it. We got a lot to work with. Frontline in the trenches. Frontline Prediction League. This is the Frontline Prediction League on YouTube. Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words over Instagram and on X, Twitter, whatever. It's Frontline League. I'm your co-host Scott. Joining me as always is BeerMe. How are you doing, BeerMe?
I'm doing pretty good, Scott. It's fall weather here, so doing pretty good. How about yourself, though?
Doing good. It's bouncing with the weather where it's like warm and then get a chill and back and forth. And yeah, I was putting on sweaters and back to the shirt all day long today. So yeah, not fun, not fun. Um, but let's dive in. It is October, so we got a few things to talk about here. We got NXT No Mercy from this past weekend. We got AW WrestleDream that also happened this past weekend. The FPL versions of those, that is, and of course Fastlane this weekend. So let's dive in, Bearman. We got a few things to talk about here at No Mercy, the last main show version of No Mercy that we got. Because Deadline in December is going to be a house show. Keep in mind. So it is a World Championship match where Ash retook the crown. He defeated Chappers to regain the FPL World Championship. It is another two-time champion. We got Broken Nerd, we got Bash, and we got Ash joining that group. I think that's it. There might be another in there. I'm trying to remember offhand, but Ash took back the gold. And I know you were kind of iffy on that, kind of thinking it might, but how do you feel now that he's actually got it?
Congratulations to him. I honestly thought he wasn't going to get it back, but he did. And it wasn't shocking. The match could have gone either way.
You just weren't
But
seeing
it's
it.
good
You
to see him
weren't.
back on spot.
Yeah, you weren't predicting
Yeah,
it. You weren't saying he couldn't, but it is rare. Like a lot of times,
right.
champions don't get it back in JRPL history and FPL history. So I mean, up until you guys winning the tag titles again, no one else was a multi-time champ, really. Like I think Bastion had it, but that was with like a brief Money in the Bank with the world titles. So McKenny's now a two-time champ and things like that. So it's very interesting to see what happens here. But Ash is the world champ. He will remain busy. We'll learn more about that as we go. We have the Tournament of Killers as well. Hell in a Cell final. Red beat Billy Grayson. And I, of course, am very happy with that. I am biased, but there you go. But Red is now the number one contender for the American Championship, as held by McKenzie, as I mentioned. I know you went with New Hotness, I understand, but I like Red getting this after. I mean, it's been a hardcore character since before the FPL, but it's really been a push of late to focus on that American title since we stopped tagging, really. And this is the fruition. Like, I went through a tournament to try to be Canadian or American champion, lost in the first round, and losers bracket. Red just won a tournament. Cool. Awesome.
That's very true.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like, go get it. So yeah, I'm thrilled for that. It's awesome. But we'll
It's
talk
all
more
good.
about that championship later, like because that match is coming up, and we'll see there what we go with. We got the FPL Canadian Championship. Tino defeated Cam Popplestone. He has finally won his first FPL title by beating Cam in a Watson rules match. So it is now officially, Beer Me, Tino time.
It's a great run, Cam.
It was.
Yeah, he had a good run. Yeah. But congratulations, Tino. It is Tino time.
I'm very happy about it. I'm not that I'm upset about Cam, but I'm like, I love Tino finally getting it, kind of thing. Like, it's kind of cool to see him finally grab one like that. And Chappers was the same thing. It's like, oh wow, these guys who've been around for a while are winning the titles. It's really cool. Yeah. We got CJ Hawk winning a hardcore match against Jace of Blades. It was 26-6. Hardcore rules make the numbers funny, but Hawk with the big win. Definitely needed that for momentum. We'll see what happens from there. Larry and Josh Dionio, because Buck N5 did not show. We had a story there about an attack, I believe, or an injury. I just missed it. I forget which it was. Go in our Discord, you can find out. But Larry and JD did beat Symphony of Destruction's James Blake and Ralentando. So, interesting pairing. And, I mean, at 47-29, they did rather well. But JD won. You knew not to pick against them. You normally don't. So there you go.
It's true. It's true.
Next up, Shurf Dog. I almost said Smooth Dog.
Smooth Dog?
Shurf Dog
Sounds like a beer.
beat Smooth Rock. Yeah, Shurf Rock and Smooth Dog. Shurf Dog beat Smooth Rock 20-16. He'd been winning that match for a while, and he got the big win, so an awesome one there. Steel Cage, James Costner beat Mark Harper. That was with the Mr. Money in the Bank as well. So, again, a big win for Costner there. You beat me, bastard. BeerMe Jesus beat Scott. And then Jonathan T.T. Martin did beat Hiroshi and Moses. So, yep. I'm 0-3 on FBU on this little run since SummerSlam. And now I gotta wait 6 months till WrestleMania to get to undo it all, right?
Yeah.
Still on the board there, so. We got non-title. Alexander McKennedy did defeat the Goose. We got the Annex Asylum, Captain Coolidge Blackwell, and Static beating the Kings of the Ring, Bash and a Broken Nerd. Let me repeat that, BeerMe. The Annex Asylum beat the Kings. I think that's the first tag loss for Bash and a Nerd. There might be one other. I'm trying to remember it, but they had been on a roll, on a tear, one might say. But they ran into Captain Coolidge Blackwell and Static, the European champion, I might add. So that's a pretty big one. That's a crazy. That's an upset, I think. But I like that team a lot. But it's like nobody was beating FBU in tags, so that's an awesome one. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously a different opinion of it, but
yeah. I mean, hey, I mean, it would never. I mean, they were gonna lose sometime eventually, probably, most likely. So, we'll get that one loss out of the way, and then just go on a tear.
Luke Gray did beat the GMSG. That's 2 losses.
Yeah. Overall, it wasn't a good night for FPU.
I mean, you won.
Trick Williams.
Because you faced me.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I mean, who could have predicted Trick Williams winning the NA title and then losing it 2 days later?
Yeah.
It just wild stuff happens on the NXT. It's good stuff.
Well, I mean, not to pull back real rumors, but apparently Mustafa Ali was supposed to win it. And then, carry it for a while. So, like, Dom, this champ now, is like, cool. Lexi Briggs beat Cammy Cat 23-16. Payne beat Sebastian Escobar. I'm sure you're happy to see that one. Pushino beat Orstella. Carlito beat Detrick Cyrus. Hunter Williams beat The Arbiter. Strays beat Light of the Cult. El Cid beat JJ Rocky. That's a big win for El Cid. Wookie beat Nayara. The Gaffer beat Viper. Chef Urban beat Memories. Jackson Myrtle beat Papa Snooch. Modstep beat 3J Platinum. And Jut Jut beat Mr. Glee. The Jut Jut train continues. We got achievements for Billy Grayson being in a Hell in a Cell. Michael Marsh got his 25th match win. Red won a tournament. Larry won his first tag match, which was impromptu also, so it's kind of fun. Static won his 5th tag, and Tino won a championship, and it was the Canadian. So there's the kickoff show. There's the details here about McKennedy versus the Goose. And scroll through the whole thing. Come read it. There's some backstage stuff. There's a lot of aftermath, a lot of matches, and shots being called, basically. So please go in there and read it. It's not just all about the results of the matches. It's what happens in them and during them and around them. So please check that stuff out. Now, we move over just as quickly to WrestleDream. WrestleDream was the next day. It was an AEW show. Not as New Japan heavy as we were originally thinking, but it was in tribute of Antonio Inoki, so a little different flavor there. But we do have Alexander McKennedy, the American champion, and the must-see good guys, the tag champions, yourself and the GMSG, your friend and mine, beating Redhead 12, my friend and yours, and Shays and Smiles, the number 1 contenders for the American title and the tag titles, CJ Hawk and Lexi Briggs. You guys won. And it was actually a draw for a while. And I saw how the scores were going. It was very close the whole time, too, and I was getting terrified that we had a 6-man tag in a draw. But thankfully we didn't. So
it was. I forget which match gave us the win, but yeah, it was close through the entire night. Because she's like, I'm on a roller coaster of emotion right now. I was like, yeah, I kind of am, too. And yeah, it was wild. It was a wild time.
We also have a non-title match. Tino, the new Canadian champion, and Static, the European champion, went to a no contest, which I kind of love.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of neat. I like that. It's like, which champion's better? Ooh, like that's a fun one. I like that. Broken Nerd beat Cam Popplestone. So the former Canadian champion just lost to someone gunning for gold. So interesting move there. Sheriff Dog's open challenge. Sheriff Dog did defeat Billy Grayson, who was the runner-up in the tournament. So big win for Sheriff Dog there. Kings of the FPL, CT and Escobar beat Legends of the New School, Ash and Detrick Cyrus. Big win for them. So the world champion just lost a day after winning the title. Ralentando beat James Costner, 81-67. Big win for Ralentando there. Again, over Costner, who doesn't lose often, especially on main shows. So good win for Ralentando there. And that's not to be like Costner had an off night. Neither did Harper. just round 10 really good. 81's a huge score. So is Bastion's 86 over Harper's 72. Like, these are good scores. So they were good. They were better. That's all. Halcyon beat CM Carlito 60-30 in a hardcore match. I beat Cammy Cat 81-70. I think that's my first win since the summer. And it's October. Okay. James Blake beat Payne, Smoothrock, Luke Gray, Josh Gionio, and Jason Blades. Kind of a big, high-profile, multi-man match, little AW themed, that kind of thing. Like, who's going to win out of this? It was 7-man, but we moved someone because of the Surf Dog Challenge thing. But James Blake did get that win, which you get to think about it. Yeah, it makes sense. Even though JD's in there, who probably would have been my pick. James Blake got that win. JJ Rocky getting a rebound, beating Hiroshi Moses. He's 0-2 for that, is Hero. Orstella.
Hero.
Oh, I'm noticing there's a space in that. CT will fix that later. Orstella beat Jackson Myrtle and Nayara. Pushino beat El Cid. Matt Zion beat Danny Light Jordison. Captain Krulix Blackwill beat 3J Platinum. That's a hard one to say. Captain Krulix Blackwill beat 3J Platinum. Wookie beat Michael Marsh. Viper beat the Gaffer. Hunter Williams beat, I almost said Smooth Rock. Supreme Rock. Mr. Glee beat Papa Snooch. And the Goose beat Memories. And then we got a bunch of achievements. The Goose got his first win. Hey, there it is. Halcyon got his 10th win. Or her 10th. It's a Dakota Kai avatar. James Blake and Wookie got their 25th match wins. Orstella won a triple threat. That's a wild one to think. He hadn't won a triple threat yet. Escobar won his 10th tag. Yeah. Kennedy, Lexi, and Red got Match of the Night honors for the 5th time. So that means you guys also got Match of the Night with McKennedy. Or you and Jumashi already had Match of the Night. And maybe 5 times. Probably not. That might be the record holders there, the 5-timers. I don't know if anybody else has gotten that achievement yet. Best in the world. That's an interesting one. Because either you guys don't have it yet, or you're on, or you do have it, or you're on the way to get it. So yeah. Nayara got 500 points, and Hunter Williams with 2,000. And again, just like I said before, 6-man scramble, me versus Cammy Cat, Carlito and Halcyon backstage with Ash. Backstage stuff all over the place, the aftermath of things. Please, please, please go read this stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's a lot of fun. And FBU did FBU things. We'll leave it at that. So please go read it. It is a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with these. I'm legitimately writing a Fastlane and a Bound for Glory match right now, having a lot of fun with it because of the stipulations. So it's some cool stuff. And speaking of BeerMe, let's dive into Fastlane. Let's keep this moving. I almost said train, but it's Indianapolis. Let's keep these race cars moving. We got the FPL Continental Tag Team Championship. Must see good guys defending against former champions Shades and Smiles. Now, this is a WrestleMania rematch. It's a team that you took the titles from because you had them, lost them to tournament winners, the MBPA. They lost them to Shades and Smiles, who you beat at Mania. This is the rematch. And you guys usually win the rematch. You did it against us, and you went kind of 0-0, but like you retained the titles both times against the Kings of the FPL. So I got a feeling you're going to retain here just based on that history. But maybe luck's run out. Maybe it is time for Shades and Smiles. I don't know. Like, it's a tough one. How are you feeling about it? Because you're picking yourself, but how are you feeling? How confident?
I feel pretty. Kind of sucks. I do kind of feel pretty good about Fastlane, like the card wise and everything.
Yeah.
But those are usually the ones where it's like, oh yeah, that just
It's high stakes.
Yeah.
High stakes.
Yeah. But I mean, we got to get that match again with the Kings of the FPL. So we gotta get through this to do that.
I like that. I like that for that storyline. I do like Shades of Smiles potentially getting it. I like either team winning this. To be fair, I think you're going to win the rematch because you have historically retained in the rematches. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. So the third match, though, I don't know. And that's where things will get interesting. So we'll see how that goes. We have the FPL American Championship. It's a Speedway exploding barbed wire death match where Alexander McKennedy defends against my girl Red. I'm picking Red. Who you got?
I'm going to pick Red as well.
Yeah?
Yep.
You thought about it for a while there. Any reason? Or I'm biased, but
tournament winner.
I think it's Red's time. I think this is the right.
Yeah.
McKennedy's not that he's like weak or anything, but now's the right time to strike. I think it's a perfect timing for this match. Red's on a roll too, so. Fight pit. I have to say it right. Fight pit stop submission match. I love that name. Kings of the FPL, Jonathan ZT Martin and Sebastian Escobar versus Kings of the Ring, Bastion and Broken Nerd. Now, until this past weekend, the Kings hadn't lost. Bastion and Nerd were undefeated, as far as I can recall. I might be wrong on that. I usually am with these. But now they have lost, and CT and Escobar are looking to get that momentum for the tag titles. I'm leaning on the FPL Kings, not the Ring Kings. How about you? I mean, you're going with FPU, right?
Oh, yeah, Ring Kings, Dad.
All right, we move on. But like, right? It's that loss puts that air of doubt in there, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Cam Bopplestone, former Canadian champion, versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Mark Harper. Big one-on-one singles match. I like Cam getting this win, but it's Money in the Bank, so I think the momentum should be there for Harper, but I kind of want Cam to win this. Because Harper can afford to lose it. I want Cam to get that momentum going, keep on there, and maybe get a rematch.
Yes, because these are both people that went 0-2 on the weekend.
Yeah.
And they both kind of really need this win. I'm gonna pick Mark Harper to get it done.
Okay.
I think he. They both need the momentum. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Mark Harper.
Okay. How about this one? Non-title. Tino versus Luke Gray. Canadian champion versus someone who's vied for that belt a few times before. Can Luke get the win over the Canadian champ and maybe force the hand out of defense on a main show here? What do you think? I think so. We talked about that, how it might have been. So I think this could be it.
Man, that's tough. I usually pick Luke in these sorts of things, but I'm going to go with Tino. I think it's time.
Okay.
I think it's still Tino.
Well, it's non-title, so he can afford to lose it. We'll keep that in mind. But we got some question marks. We'll fill that in a moment. But we got a Steel Cage Hardcore match. Captain Krulek's Blackwill versus Jace of Blades. I'm leaning towards Krulek's, even though this is Jace's thing. Jace has had some rough luck of that, so I'm leaning towards Krulek's. How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Krulek's as well.
Okay. We got more question marks again. We'll get there. Team No Chance, James Costner and Josh Dionio versus the Strays, Michael Marsh and Supreme Rock. We announced this last week, I think, and I went with TNC. Out of the gate, it's Costner and JD. I'm not betting against that. How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them as well.
And then Atlas Kiyama and Smooth Rock. I'm leaning towards Smooth Rock on that to get rebounds after this past weekend. Atlas is good, but I'm thinking Smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth doesn't lose often, like for stretches, as far as I can recall. Again, I'm talking out my ass, but it doesn't seem like it, so that's why I don't think it'll happen here. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Smooth Rock as well. I think it's a smooth move.
Smooth move. That is his finisher. Or his
the
smooth move leads to the smooth lock? No. That's the rock lock. That's right. So Fastlane is this weekend. We got some matches to announce. I have one. I've also got a Bound for Glory match and a Full Gear match. How many matches do you have for Fastlane, BeerMe?
Let me see. I think I have one for Fastlane, and I have two for Fastlane.
Oh, well, do one of yours.
And I have one for Bound for Glory.
Do one of yours first, then, because you got two of them. So I'll do mine in the middle. Who you got?
All right, Scott.
Probably mine, right?
It's gonna be you.
Yeah, you normally get mine, so that's fair. Yeah.
It's gonna be you. And you're gonna take on Kitty Cat again.
Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Back.
It's you go read the write up. It was a little bit unfinished business. It wasn't really a strong win, and I do try to do that. If I've been losing a lot or someone's losing a lot, the win might not be a case of like, oh, you beat them strong. It's like, no, you got the win. Can you do it again? So I like that. Here's a match. I'd like to know who you think is going to win this, BeerMe. Symphony of Destruction. James Blake and JJ Rocky. Right? Two very, very strong people teaming up. Against Matt Zion and Rab. The wild cards, if there ever was one. We should call them that, the wild cards, or the anomalies, or something. I always like them not having a team name, just Matt and Rab.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Symphony.
I'm picking Matt and Rab. I really am. Yeah, because you never know, small card like that, and it's with this one. I'm kind of thinking them. I think them. But what else have we got to announce here?
Okay, so I have Ash versus Chappers.
Okay,
but it's a non-title, and if Chappers wins the upcoming title match, if Chappers wins the upcoming title match between Ash and Monkey Bomb, will be made into a triple threat.
So Chappers could force a rematch right here and there. So
Yep, if Chappers wins, he's in.
and you heard that right. Ash will be defending against Monkey Bong. Monkey Bong didn't get to have his shot. He was actually out for a little bit. Real life got in the way. And Chappers filled in. Won the world title. Lost it back to Ash. And here comes Monkey Bong to get his original title shot against the original champion. Chappers can be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not done here yet. Like, it's Kofi Mania with Mustafa Ali, right? Like, we couldn't have written that on purpose, because we didn't. It's just how it works sometimes. So, yeah. So, who do you think? Do you think Chappers beats Ash to put himself in the triple threat?
I kind of want to see that, because I kind of want it to be a triple threat, but...
Is Ash going to do 2-0?
I've been wrong on each one of these Ash versus Chappers matches, I feel. I'm going to go with Chappers. I think he's going to get it done.
Is that the flip your normal thought?
You know.
Because you've been wrong, you're flipping it? Okay. So your gut tells you that Ash is actually going to win.
A little bit.
And you're flipping it just to see if you can get it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's Fastlane. Let's scroll through them, BeerMe, because Bound for Glory is after that, and I'm so hyped for this card. The legit one looks awesome. I'm really, really excited. But Bound for Glory, so far we have the European Grand Prix Championship. Static will defend. He will defend it there, and that's all we got. So let's go through our announcements for this one, BeerMe, because we've got the graphic here with our guys on it. And, yeah, I have one match to announce. It's yours, by the way. Do you want to know what it is, or do you want to announce your match?
Go ahead. I kind of want to know.
All right. BeerMe Jesus versus Sebastian Escobar versus Alexander McKennedy.
Oh, wow.
It is non-title because you are currently a tag champion and McKennedy is currently the American champion. Both of those titles might be gone by that point. Let's be clear on that, but you never know. You never know.
Good.
Also, it's a barroom brawl hardcore match. So I'm thinking like the MBBA open bar challenge with the tag teams. I'm thinking something like that. So yeah,
I like it.
We'll see what happens there.
I like it.
Now this is in Chicago. You're from Chicago, right? Basically.
Yeah, I'm like 3 hours away.
So
like a train ride.
This is like hometown turf for you then, right?
A little bit, yeah. I thought about actually going to this card. Like I honestly thought about going to the show. Like I think I still could.
I would. That's
I don't want to.
Osprey and Speedball, man.
I know, man.
See Alexander become 3-time champ.
Shelly would be cool.
Yeah.
Kenta? Pretty much.
Come on.
Kenta and Saban, yeah.
Even Mickey and Trinity will be good. Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But what? Do you have anything else to announce on this one? You haven't yet. You have one to announce.
I do. Right. Yep. I have a 6-man tag. I have Team Chicago. I'm not on this. Is CJ Hawk, Hunter Williams, and Memories. They'll be taking on SoCal Censored, Jonathan C.T. Martin, Luke Gray, and Kamikat.
I want so much more hometown nationality type stuff. I do so much of it as the Canadian. We have a lot of Canadians. But I play it up. I do it like that. So I love the idea of Team Chicago versus Team L.A. or California. Sorry, I just insulted everybody who's not from L.A. CT's going to hate me. But just like the Wales guys did with the UK. But you know what I mean? Like that's, I love it. Let's do it. So yeah, that's fun. I love that. That's cool. But that's Bound for Glory. We'll have more on that toward the end of the month. It's not far off. It's the 21st of October. But after that, we got Full Gear. And BeerMe, I got a match to announce for that. Boom, Full Gear is coming up. Yes, the Goose is on the picture. We have him on it. We got nothing listed, so let's announce matches. I got one to announce. It's the Canadian Championship. Tino will be defending the Canadian title against Broken Nerd of FBU.
Oh, hey.
He's kind of, like I said, called his shot, made some moves, earned it, and now he can go after this as a former 2-time world champion going after the Canadian title. I don't know what to think on that. It's a ways out. I'm kind of just gut feeling. I think Nerd will take it, but I'm thinking like Bastion. Bastion went after the secondary titles and had a bad string there. So I think Tino just on my gut. Tino's got this. But what do you think? Nerd, right? Obviously.
Yeah, he's a Terminator. And a king. King Terminator.
King Terminator's pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. Get a Terminator skull with a crown on it. That's also metal.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? That sounds so cool. CT's probably gonna make something like that when he hears this. But what's your match? Or do you have one for this one? I got one. I got another match actually. I got two here.
All right, yeah, just let it go. Yeah, I don't have
I'll announce it. It's the American Championship match. It will be either Alexander McKennedy or Redhead 12 because that match happens this weekend. They will defend against Bastion of FBU.
Oh, hey.
I don't.
Could be a big night for FBU.
It could be. I'm not picking Bastion. I'm picking Red. And I'm picking McKennedy. But I don't think McKennedy's going to keep it there.
Oh man.
But yeah, no. Bastion's had that rough luck. He has not been able to get. I mean, he didn't go after the American. He went for the Canadian. Let's be clear. And we don't know what the stipulation is yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he's going to win it. But yeah, you literally could have Broken Nerd and Bastion winning the Canadian and American championships, and if you make it through the defense, you'll be tag champs if you beat Shade of Smiles. You could have all four of you with gold. Nobody has the world title, but or you don't have the European either. But
you know, every time we go for this and we have a world title, somebody always cashes in. So I mean, we don't need
Harper's got it. Harper does. He's got that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've tried to get that before, and like you've earned it every time. Like you guys have been on a tear. So I'm intrigued to see. I don't think you're going to do it. I want to see it, but I don't think you're going to get it. Nope.
Obviously, it's foretold that we all have the gold. You know?
Okay, we'll see. But yeah, that's Full Gear, and then obviously Survivor Series is after that, and Deadline's after that. We already have a poster for that. Everything's falling into place. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. But yeah, don't forget this week it's Fastlane, and the picks page is up now. It's been up since I think Monday night. It is there. Go put your picks in. You put your name in there. You say who's going to win. So, like, I think Seth is retaining, and I'm going to put my 5 on it because that's the most you can put. And then Judgment Day's winning because Cody and Jay, they're not going to put the titles on them, or are they? Maybe they are. I'm going to put a 1 on Cody and Jay. Oh, look at that. There we go. So, Io, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. I mean, it's Flair all day. Put 4 on that. And you go from there. You can't use 4 again now. You can't use 1 again. Cena and LA Knight, well, I mean, they're obviously winning. You got to put a 3 on that. Put your picks in. Get them in there as soon as you can. It is a 8 o'clock show with a 7 o'clock pre-show, so a 6 o'clock deadline. Unless they do a half-hour additional, like a show called 0 Hour that's 90 minutes. We'll see what that... Like, but Miley doesn't like it either. You can hear her barking in the background. So, but yeah. Put your picks in. The deadline is on Saturday. I'm going back to verify that. It is Saturday, October 7th. This Saturday. Today's the 5th. 2 days away. BeerMe, 2 days away. SmackDown's coming. If SmackDown changes things and matches get shifted or added, it can affect bonuses. Keep that in mind. So if there's a bonus about how many matches in with pins, and you think another match might get added, keep that in mind for your bonuses. If it's a matter of matches changing, like Jey Uso's out of the match and something else happens, the match is gone before the deadline, and the points shift. If it's after the deadline, the match is gone, and it is gone. So keep that in mind. So that is Fastlane this weekend. Please put your picks in. You can get to that through our Discord over at the links down below here, Frontline Prediction League on YouTube. Get you to the Discord. Go to make your match picks. You're good to go from there. And you can see the booking pages. You can see all the results. Please read all the results. We have a lot of fun with those. And there's character chat popping off. Live event stuff for Impact right now. Dynamite, Rampage, all that fun stuff is all in there. Of course, voice chat on Saturday. So check all that out. It is, again, Frontline League on Twitter. Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words on Instagram. It's a Twitter. It's X. I'm starting to call it X now and then, but it's Twitter. It's going to take a lot to break that branding, but go check all that stuff out. And also, please check out Top of the Card. We are not recording this week. We're taking a break because of the timing of all the shows. We're back next week to record it. Yeah, we got releases. We got Edge. We got lots of stuff to talk about there. That'll come next week. We'll get there, but this is Frontline Prediction League. This is the fun stuff we're talking about right now. Please go put your picks in. Please go get in there for that matches on Saturday. I said my piece, BeerMe. Anything else you got to say for the weekend?
Just good luck to everybody, and make sure you get your picks in.
Sounds good. Thanks again, everybody. Again, Frontline Prediction League YouTube channel down below. Get to the Discord, put your picks in, share it around, get more people in here. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of a slower time with a lot of shows. So let's get people in. Let's get the stuff going. Let's work towards WrestleMania because that's coming up faster than you realize. It's October already, and the Rumbles are coming. So let's get on it. And I'll throw that out there. The Rumble's coming, and the qualification for that's usually a matter of being in, I think, 3 out of the 5 main shows leading up to that. So technically that's going to be like, it's not Deadline anymore, so it's like Survivor Series, Crown Jewel, Fastlane, but there's going to be Full Gear in there, and maybe a December AEW, so like, and Fastlane, so like, you got to show up on the main shows to be Rumble eligible. Keep that in mind, that's a thing. So, I mean, not that you want to miss main shows, but please get your picks in to make sure that you don't miss them. You qualify for the Rumble and maybe go get the world title at WrestleMania. It's that simple. Maybe I'll win someday, BeerMe. I am someone who was number 30 that did not win, so we'll see what happens there. But we'll see you this weekend, guys. It is, again, FPL Fastlane. Do check it all out. We'll have a lot of fun with it. And, yeah, thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.